Hello, everybody.
Shake your body till the morning light. Feel the rhythm down in your soul. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm.
Yeah, there we go. That is, again, the great Ricky Cosentino. Yeah, if you guys can do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any comments or questions or topics you'd like me to discuss, leave them in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in to What I Need. This is now episode 32. Right on. And as I said before, this is going to be chapter 2. Still haven't decided how I'm going to do that, but it's going to be all right. It's going to be cool. Yeah, so first off, today, I'm actually feeling better now that it's starting to warm up a little bit. I mean, it's still cold as hell sometimes and windy, which is annoying, but the weather has been getting better. I mean, like right now, I think it's maybe 70 degrees, which is cool. I'm over here complaining. I want the perfect weather environment. I want like in my house, I make it like a simulator because it's so annoyingly cold and windy and obnoxious outside. I like have the heater at like 80. This is like my Hawaiian environment of a simulator, which would be cool, man. If they had like a room, like a simulator room that could do any environment that was real as hell, that'd be cool, man. I'm waiting for the future. I am waiting for the future. I mean, there's some crazy technology out there that we probably can't even comprehend. Of course, we don't know about it. Duh, that's why it's not out. But guarantee you, there's some crazy stuff outside. Like, what does this have to do with anything? But like, I was watching the news, and they had this space girl. If you guys know who I'm talking about, this girl who's always in the space station. Like, they use the same damn girl all the time to talk about what the hell's going on in space. And I noticed when they were talking to her that the windows were covered, and I was like, "What? Why they got the windows?" Like, I've seen it before, but I never noticed that. I'm like, they got the windows covered. Why is it so important to have the windows covered? Glare? Maybe the lights beaming back? Nah, I think that's just excuses. I think they're covering up the windows so we don't see all that activity going on outside of space. I guarantee you there's a shit ton. It's crowded as hell up above Earth. I guarantee you there's a bunch of ships and shit going on up there. That's why, if you think about it, if you see a picture of a planet or some whatever, you see a picture of space, why are there no stars in the background? You ever notice that shit? Why would they want to Photoshop that out? Because wouldn't that be the most beautiful thing in the world? Like, so you're telling me down here we see not a lot unless we're at like a super high elevation, but we see plenty of stars from way the hell down here. So you mean to tell me your ass is all the way up there and you taking a picture of this planet and there's nothing? Right. They Photoshop that shit out because there's a bunch of shit going on up there. It's crowded as hell. It's probably like the 405 freeway up there. Stuff. They don't want to tell us. They don't want to tell us, man. But I'm ready for this new technology. Which gets me on my next point, I guess, is I was listening to this motivational speaker that I like a lot. This entrepreneur, his name's Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's been talking a lot lately about like the future of LinkedIn, which is funny because like I thought LinkedIn kind of came and went real quick, and like it's usually just to find jobs, but the way it's looking, I went on it today and it's not looking like that. He keeps suggesting, especially for entrepreneurs and people out there trying to do stuff, to go on to LinkedIn and start using that as if it's like the 2012 Facebook. So that's what I started doing. I mean, he's the multimillionaire entrepreneur, so I'm listening to him. um, and like he's really been talking about it. And what I think is gonna happen is I think his ass is gonna buy LinkedIn. I think that's why he's building up all this hype about how LinkedIn is gonna become the new Facebook. Which, I mean, if it does, then cool, because he's talking about jumping on the bandwagon now, and now is the time to start using LinkedIn. Keep saying LinkedIn is gonna be the next Facebook, because I mean, and if that's the case, that's where you want to start promoting all your shit. Social media, you can do a lot of promotional shit on social media for free until you start hitting the financial barriers of advertisement. But for the most part, you could do as much as you can. It's not like you can just post some shit up and then all of a sudden get a bunch of hits. No, like when you're doing it for free, you really have to be networking social media wise, and it takes a lot of work. A lot of work. Like I'm on Twitter almost all day. Like when people see me on my phone, they just think I'm doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I am on Twitter networking like crazy. And if you look at my Twitter, it speaks for itself. And so if you're just starting out as an entrepreneur, or you just opened up a shop or a restaurant or whatever, I would suggest, yeah, definitely have some financial readiness for advertising once you get past that promotion, that barrier that you can't break financially. But if you're just starting out, social media is the thing. And now with what I was listening to with the future of LinkedIn, I mean, I guess, okay, Gary Vaynerchuk's the multimillionaire entrepreneur. So if he's saying he keeps saying, I suggest you guys start using LinkedIn. LinkedIn's going to be big. LinkedIn's going to be big. So he's promoting it for a reason. So if that's the case, I'm jumping on, and I'm jumping on early. I started today. I mean, if you're an entrepreneur and you're, a business owner or whatever, you got to use social media anyway. So, I mean, I guess why not LinkedIn? I mean, I thought of LinkedIn. Of course, I thought about it because, you got to network on as much social media as possible. The only thing is with LinkedIn, I was like, LinkedIn is all about looking for jobs and posting up jobs and shit. That's what I thought it was. And I mean, it looks like it's starting to change. So I'm I am predicting that his ass is going to buy LinkedIn. I think that's what's going to happen. But for all you entrepreneurs out there, definitely start using social media a lot. I mean, because once you get into the idea of this is what I want to do, this is going to be my business, this is going to be big, it's an all day 24/7 job. It's not like you take breaks or relax or it's the weekend. It's like, nah, you get on top of your shit, you make it work. And you have to, I mean, that's part of creating something. As I said in the other podcast, I said one of my things I love most about entrepreneurship is creating something from nothing and watching it explode. And that's pretty much what you're doing. I mean, And it takes a lot of self-discipline and change to really be on it over and over and over and over and not get impatient and start doubting yourself. And like I was thinking back um to my younger days and all that stuff. I changed a lot. Like, I mean, I talk different, I dress different, I do different things. It's insanely crazy. And I wish I would have done this a long time ago. But I mean, it was just inevitable for me to fail over and over and over until I got it right, which I think is true for everybody. I mean, but I think when you accept the fact that it's time to change, that's when shit starts really changing. But discipline is very important as well. Excuse me. And like if you're going about, this is gonna be it, this is gonna be my change. It could be anything. It doesn't have to just be business. I mean, if you want if you want to clean your house, okay, do it. Start doing it. If you want to cut the yard, start cutting the yard. If you want to do the dishes, start doing it. Start off with small stuff like that. That's what I think change really happens when you start making the initiative to do stuff. But like for me, when I changed, I mean, I'm not even fully 100%, but I mean, like, it took a crazy situation for me to realize it was time. And that's what sucks with especially people you're close with, and they want to change, but it's just not getting through to them. Like, it's it's entirely up to a person who wants to change, whether you're changing for business, whether you're changing your lifestyle, whether you just want to progress. And to progress means starting to change little things. Nobody's going to do that unless they really want to. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, people are going to do whatever the fuck they want. And I guess that's and I guess where that wraps back around to LinkedIn. I mean, Facebook is changing. I mean, if you think about it, Facebook is like a big ass a family photo album. I mean, I'm like barely on Facebook. I mean, I only go on. I don't even really go on Facebook. Like, what I post to Facebook isn't from me being on Facebook. It's from what I post from Twitter that's linked to Facebook and gets sent to Facebook. But that, if that does happen, that's going to be a big ass change too. I mean, shit. Look, and if it does happen, it's going to happen quick. I mean, look how quick my Facebook took over MySpace. My goodness, MySpace was cluttered as hell. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's my little spiel. I really didn't have too much to talk about, but I wanted to post up something. You know why? Because I love doing this. This is part of one of my projects as an entrepreneur is doing a podcast. And I really did not have anything ready to go. I posted on Twitter about trying to get some questions. I ain't got nothing yet, but that's all right. Persistence is key. It's gonna happen. But I mean, as I said, I didn't really have anything too much to talk about, but this is what I like to do, so I knew I wanted to do it, and hopefully something got across, because I know I tend to repeat myself over and over sometimes, which is very annoying and really annoying for me, because I think I'm repeating myself, but I don't know, so it kind of starts tripping me out. But either way, this is what I wanted to do, and this is what I like. And you should do that with what you're doing. Like, if it makes you happy, do it. I mean, as long as it's not like smoking a bunch of crack and punching a mailman or something like that. But if it makes you happy, just do it. And that's one of the things I really like about what Gary Vee talks about, because I've been listening to him a lot. And he talks about doing what you want to do and not caring about what other people think. Because, and a lot of times, he's right. He's right about what he's talking about with people being afraid to say what they want or post what they want or anything like that, because they're scared of, what they think is real life shit. Like, am I going to get enough likes? Am I going to get enough shares? Am I going to get enough comments? When that's what's holding them back, is fear of feedback, pretty much. I mean, if you think about it, it's fear of feedback. When, for the most part, I don't give a shit. I post shit up all the time. And it's consistency, because when you're trying to do something, you have to remember, doesn't matter if you get 100 people saying they hate your shit. What matters is that one person. It's probably all the way in Tijuana or Egypt or some shit. But that one person is all that matters. Because that one person is going to really be into your shit. And then they're going to say something. And then they're going to say something. And then they're going to spread it. And that's all that matters. That's the goal. But I haven't had any, on all my projects, I don't think I've had too much negative responses. I mean, occasionally, it's social media. So you get, like, the idiots that just like to say dumb shit. The fucking people that think it's still cool to be stupid. Yeah, occasionally I'll get some of that shit, but that's like whatever. But yeah, that's why I wanted to do it. And hey, you know what? If you got something from this, that's awesome. And I wanted to let you know, because I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, so the next podcast, I'm going to have somebody featured. See, and I say that shit a lot. I say a lot. That's annoying. Sorry about that. But the next podcast, I'm going to have my friend featured. It's not going to be Justice, but another one of my friends is going to be featured. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but should be fun. But yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic day, and try something new today. Try something new. Try. That's what I want to know. And then leave them in the comments below. Try a random new food that you've never had before and tell me about it. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to What I Need. This is episode 32. Have a great day.